Welcome, my fellow nightmare enthusiasts, to a place where shadows dance and whispers echo with the chilling weight of the unknown. Today, we journey into the heart of cultural institutions, places meant to inspire and enlighten, yet harboring secrets darker than the hushed corners of your mind. We bring you three spine-chilling tales from haunted museums and art galleries, places where history and horror collide in a terrifying tapestry of the supernatural. Turn off the lights if you dare, and let the unsettling ambience seep into your very bones. Sit back, dear viewers, and prepare to be terrified, for the stories we are about to unveil will leave you questioning every shadow, every creak, and every whisper of the wind. Our journey begins in the heart of Paris, a city renowned for its beauty, romance, and unsettling hauntings. We stand before the iconic glass pyramid of the Louvre Museum, home to some of the world's most celebrated masterpieces. But behind the breathtaking artistry and the throngs of admirers lurks a darkness as old as time itself. The Louvre, you see, is no stranger to tragedy. Originally a fortress in the 12th century, its grand halls have witnessed countless deaths, its very stones absorbing the anguish and terror of centuries past. These lingering energies, some say, have manifested into chilling paranormal activity, transforming the Louvre from a palace of art into a sanctuary for the restless dead. One of the most infamous residents is the spectre of Marie Antoinette, the former Queen of France who met a gruesome end at the guillotine during the French Revolution. Her forlorn spirit is said to wander the halls she once graced in life, her spectral form appearing in a shimmering white gown, her anguished sobs echoing through the silent corridors. Visitors have reported feeling an icy touch on their necks, a chilling reminder of the Queen's brutal execution. Some have even claimed to have seen her reflection in the glass cases that protect priceless artifacts, her sorrowful eyes gazing back at them from beyond the veil. But Marie Antoinette is not the only restless soul haunting the Louvre's labyrinthine halls. Deep within the museum's bowels, near the remnants of the fortress's original foundation, lurks a malevolent entity known only as the Red Man. Cloaked in shadow and radiating a palpable aura of dread, the Red Man is said to appear before those who dare to venture alone into the museum's depths. Legend has it that the Red Man was once a royal guard brutally murdered within the Louvre's walls. His spirit, consumed by rage and the insatiable thirst for vengeance, now roams the museum's underbelly, a harbinger of misfortune and despair. Those who have crossed paths with the shadowy figure speak of an overwhelming sense of dread, a feeling of icy fingers tightening around their throats, and the chilling whisper of a name uttered in the hushed tones of the damned. Museum staff and seasoned security guards recount tales of disembodied footsteps echoing through the desolate corridors, of lights flickering erratically as if manipulated by unseen hands. Whispers of cold spots, sudden drops in temperature, and inexplicable drafts plague certain areas, sending shivers down the spines of even the most skeptical among us. Our next destination takes us across the English Channel to the hallowed halls of the British Museum in London, a sprawling edifice housing artifacts from every corner of the globe. But amidst the ancient relics and priceless treasures, a darkness stirs, a chorus of whispers from bygone eras echoing through the vast corridors. The British Museum, with its vast collection of antiquities, many acquired through conquest and colonial expeditions, becomes a repository not just of historical artifacts, but also of the energies and spirits that once surrounded them. As we step through its imposing gates, we enter a realm where the veil between our world and the spectral plane wears thin, where the echoes of the past reverberate with chilling clarity. Within these walls, it is said, the spirits of ancient civilizations wander, their essence bound to the artifacts brought here from their final resting places. Egyptian pharaohs, restless and enraged at the disturbance of their eternal slumber, are said to stalk the Egyptian exhibit, their spectral forms casting eerie shadows amidst the sarcophagi and hieroglyph-covered walls. One particular exhibit, dedicated to the ancient Egyptian god Anubis, seems to be a focal point of paranormal activity. Visitors and museum staff alike have reported feeling an oppressive presence in this area, a feeling of being watched by unseen eyes. Some describe a sudden drop in temperature, a coldness that chills them to the bone, while others claim to have heard the faint whisper of chanting in a language long dead. But it is not just the spirits of the ancient world that haunt the British Museum. One of the most well-known spectres is that of a young woman named Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII. Anne, accused of treason and adultery, met her untimely end on the executioner's block, her life cut tragically short. Her ghost, clad in a flowing white gown, is said to roam the halls near the King Edward staircase, her anguished cries echoing through the silent corridors. Some say she is drawn back to the museum by a collection of jewelry once owned by her, trinkets that remind her of a life stolen too soon. Visitors have reported seeing a fleeting glimpse of a woman matching Anne's description, her face pale and drawn, her eyes filled with a deep and abiding sorrow. Some have even claimed to have felt the touch of her spectral hand, a cold and fleeting caress that leaves them shaken and bewildered. Another unsettling presence is said to inhabit the museum's library, a vast repository of knowledge and ancient texts. It is here that the spirit of a former librarian, a man driven mad by his pursuit of forbidden knowledge, is said to wander among the towering bookshelves. Visitors have described feeling a presence behind them, the sensation of someone breathing down their necks even when they are alone in the stacks. Books have been known to fly off shelves, manuscripts mysteriously rearrange themselves, and whispers of Latin verses seem to emanate from the very walls themselves. Even the museum's security cameras have captured strange anomalies. Shadows moving independently in the dead of night, objects moving without explanation, and fleeting glimpses of figures that vanish upon closer inspection. Our final destination takes us across the Atlantic to the bustling streets of New York City, where we find ourselves standing before the imposing facade of the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Home to over 2 million works of art spanning 5,000 years of human history, the Met, as it's affectionately known, is a treasure trove of artistic expression. But beneath the surface of beauty and grandeur, a sinister undercurrent flows, fueled by whispers of cursed artifacts and the restless spirits bound to them. The Met, like any museum of its stature, becomes a crossroads between worlds. Its vast collection, representing diverse cultures and time periods, acts as a conduit, drawing in not just admirers of art, but also the lingering energies of those who created the pieces and those whose lives were touched by them. One of the most unsettling artifacts in the Met's possession is a 2,500-year-old Etruscan chariot. This seemingly innocuous relic is said to be cursed, bringing misfortune and tragedy to those who dare to touch it. Legend has it that the chariot was once used in sacrificial rituals, the wheels stained with the blood of innocent victims. Museum staff have reported a string of bizarre accidents and near-fatal incidents surrounding the chariot. Workers tasked with moving the artifact have suffered inexplicable falls, tools have malfunctioned in their presence, and a general sense of unease pervades the area whenever the chariot is moved or disturbed. Another object steeped in unsettling lore is a beautiful but eerie ancient Egyptian funerary boat, crafted from gleaming gold and adorned with intricate carvings. This vessel, meant to ferry the souls of the deceased into the afterlife, is said to carry with it a lingering attachment to the other side. Visitors have reported feeling a cold chill as they approach the boat, as if a wave of icy air has swept over them. Some have even claimed to hear the faint sound of splashing water and whispers in an unknown language, as if the spirits of the departed are attempting to communicate from beyond the veil. But perhaps the most unsettling tales from the Met revolve around a seemingly unassuming ancient Egyptian tomb, reconstructed within the museum's hallowed halls. The tomb, brought over piece by piece from its original resting place, is said to have brought with it the spirit of a vengeful priestess, entombed within its depths. Visitors and staff alike have reported feeling an oppressive presence within the tomb, a feeling of being watched and judged. Whispers seem to emanate from the hieroglyphs that adorn the walls, and shadows dance at the periphery of vision, vanishing when approached. Some have even claimed to have seen the ghostly apparition of the priestess herself, her eyes glowing with an otherworldly light, her voice a chilling whisper that sends shivers down the spine. The Met, with its vast collection and labyrinthine layout, becomes a breeding ground for ghost stories and tales of the unexplained. And so, dear viewers, our journey through the haunted corridors of some of the world's most famous museums and art galleries comes to an end. But the stories, the chilling tales of restless spirits, cursed artifacts, and unexplained phenomena linger in the air like the scent of fear itself. If you enjoyed these terrifying tales, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more spine-chilling stories from the dark corners of our world. And be sure to share your own ghostly experiences in the comments below. Who knows, maybe your story will be featured in our next descent into the macabre. Until next time, stay safe and keep your eyes open for the things that go bump in the night. For you never know what lurks just beyond the veil of reality, waiting to make its presence known. Sweet dreams, everyone, if you dare to close your eyes.